Good morning, children. Let us start our revision in the lesson nutrition. Today we'll learn about the health aspects on the digestive system, how the digestive system has to be maintained. So we learned the importance of nutrition. So after learning that lesson, what food habits we have to follow or what healthy habits we have to follow to keep our body healthy. Why it is said like that means people who are going to maintain the digestive system in a proper way means people those are taking food at regular intervals of time, balanced diet and without any indigestion problems and regular bowel movement when they are having, then they are said to be they are very much healthy in condition. So to keep their body very much healthy, they have to maintain the alimentary canal or gut in a healthier manner. So now what we have to do means first point is said to be taking food in a leisurely manner. Then second point, taking balanced diet. Taking plenty of water. Then avoid doing violent exercises. Doing violent exercises after taking food. Then thoroughly masticating the food. Masticating the food. So if we follow all these activities, then we will be very much healthy. So taking food in a leisurely manner, taking balanced diet, so the nutrients must be present in the required quantity, all 5 nutrients. Then we have to take plenty of water. Is it clear to children? Then we have to avoid doing violent exercises. So immediately after taking food, we are not supposed to do any exercises because sometimes it may repel the food or the food may be vomited. So that's why we have to avoid doing violent exercises. Then thoroughly masticating the food. All these if we follow, then it will help us in maintaining good health. Just now you learned the what is the meaning of balanced diet. Balanced diet means what? The food which contains all the required nutrients in the required quantity. Okay, all 5 nutrients must be present in the required quantity, and according to age, according to gender, we have to take the food in the required amount, age especially, body weight. So when we are consuming the food in the required amounts with all the nutrients, then it is called as balanced diet. But sometimes what is happening means the people are not going to be consuming the balanced diet. Then what do we call that type of food means if what will happen if we are taking the food missing of any nutrients in the food. So if we are taking food when it is missing with nutrients, then that results in a condition called malnutrition. So what is the meaning of malnutrition? Taking of food with less than any 2 nutrients. So usually we have to consume carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals in the required quantity. Is it clear to children? So if any one of these nutrients are missing, then it is called as a malnutrition. Then what are the reasons for malnutrition? So why the people are they are suffering from malnutrition? So now poor health status. First point, poor health status. Poor health status means what here? If the child is not able to have or not able to maintain the good health now and then when they are suffering from any infections, then that condition is said to be poor health status. Then socio-economic problems. Socio-economic what does it mean socio-economic problems? When we know that in our country many people are there who cannot able to take nutritious diet, like means poverty here. Is it clear to you? So if the people are not having the money to get money, to get food, then that will come under socio-economic problems. So people cannot take the food which contains the all 5 nutrients. So then that is also one of the reasons for malnutrition. Then coming to the next point, willful starvation. Willful starvation. Sometimes wantedly if the people are not consuming food, if the children are not consuming food wantedly, then that is also going to become result in a malnutrition. Then any means they don't have the awareness about nutrition, importance of nutrition, lack of awareness on nutrition. So lack of awareness on nutrition means what here? People how they are going to consume means what? Only some kinds of foods only they are very much fond in eating. So then that results in missing of other nutrients. For example, nowadays people are very much interested, our children especially, they are interested in consuming junk foods. So when they are going to do like that, what will happen means if junk foods contain more and more fat content, the other nutrients are going to be missed. So that is coming under lack of awareness on nutrition. Is it clear to children? So all these are the reasons for malnutrition. So what is meant by malnutrition? Then you know that if any one of the nutrients is missing or one or two nutrients are missing, either carbohydrates or proteins especially, or fats, if they are in excess quantity, then that results in malnutrition. If they are excess quantity or if they are missing, then what are the reasons means poor health status, socio-economic problems, willful starvation, and lack of awareness on the nutrition of food. Now we learn the different types of malnutrition. So there are 3 types of malnutrition. One is said to be protein malnutrition. Then second one is calorie malnutrition. Third one is protein calorie malnutrition. Protein malnutrition, calorie malnutrition, and protein calorie malnutrition. So in people those who are going to suffer with the protein malnutrition, they are in deficiency of proteins in their diet. People who are suffering from calorie malnutrition, they are indeficient of calories. And protein calorie malnutrition means both are missing. Protein diet is missing and calorie diet is also missing. Apart from that, excess intake of calories are also there, which is again a problem. Now let us learn some kind of malnutritional diseases. First one, kwashiorkor. So this kwashiorkor is a disease which is caused because of a protein deficiency. So why this disease is caused kwashiorkor? It is because of protein deficiency. And what are the symptoms of that disease? So people who are suffering, children who are suffering with protein deficiency, which is the disease kwashiorkor. What are the problems there? What symptoms we can observe means very poor muscle development. Very poor muscle development. Very poor muscle development we can observe, and swollen legs. The legs will be swollen, then a fluffy face, fluffy face we can observe, and difficulty in eating. Diarrhea. So these are all the symptoms of kwashiorkor. So the people suffering from kwashiorkor have very poor muscle development. Means in their body, as they are lagging behind with proteins. So you know the function of proteins. Proteins help in muscle development. So proteins are missing in their diet. So the muscles are not developed in a proper way. Poor development of muscles we can observe. Then the legs will be swollen. Even body parts also will be swollen. Then the face will be very much fluffy. బాగా ఉబ్బునట్టుగా ఉంటుంది. Fluffy face. Then difficulty in eating. They can't able to take food in a proper way. Then the people will be suffering from now and then loose motions, which we call it as a diarrhea. Is it clear to children? Then how we can prevent this disease means we have to see that the mother and when they are pregnant, when the mother as well as the children must be taking proper diet. Is it clear to you? And the children must be given with the required amount of proteins in their diet. If we see, then this disease can be little bit controlled. In kwashiorkor disease, body parts are swollen due to the accumulation of water in intercellular spaces in between the cells of the body, cells of our body. The water is present in between that cells, so the body parts will become swollen. Is it clear to you? So that is very important point. Then we will come to the next disease called marasmus. So this marasmus disease is caused because of deficiency of both proteins and calories. Proteins and calories. So when this disease is seen, means this disease is seen in the people, in the children, because of repeated pregnancy. When the mother is becoming pregnant repeatedly, then the children will be affected with the diseases. Apart from that, repeated childbirths and repeated pregnancies will result in the marasmus disease. So here they are lagging behind with proteins and calories. Both are not present in their diet. Is it clear to children? So as the mother is said to be very much weak because of repeated pregnancies, it is going to show impact on the health of the children who are going to be given birth. So now what are the symptoms of that disease? What are the symptoms of that disease? So here also we are going to observe the body parts will be very much weak and lean. Then second point is said to be dry skin, we observe dry skin in their body and diarrhea. Then next point is said to be less developed muscles. Less developed muscles. Less developed muscles also we are going to observe. Is it clear to children? And here we are not going to observe the intercellular spaces filled with water. That is the difference between kwashiorkor and marasmus. So the children will be very much weak and lean. They can't show any interest in the work, and the skin will be very much scaly and dry skin, and they will suffer from diarrhea, frequent motions they are going to suffer, and less developed muscles will be seen. About obesity. Obesity is also a malnutritional disease, children, and this is because of excess intake of calories. Excess intake of calories results in obesity. The children, those who are suffering with obesity, they are going to be prone with many kinds of health hazards. Health hazards. So, what kind of diseases the children who are suffering from obesity are suffering? Means here they are going to suffer from diabetes, then renal problems, gallbladder problems, cardiovascular problems. So nowadays children are very much fond of eating too much of calorie diet, especially junk foods. They contain rich amounts of calories that results in accumulation of fats in the body, and when the too heavy content of fat, when it is present in the body, then that results in obesity. So what are the diseases the people are going to suffer because of obesity? Means diabetes, okay, sugar disease. Then renal problems. Renal problems means what? Kidney related problems the people are going to suffer. Gallbladder problems. Gallbladder is also a part of our digestive system and excretory system, digestive system, and the people are going to suffer with that problems also, where stones are formed and that results in problems. Then cardiovascular problems means the blood vessels which are supplying blood to the heart, they are also blocked because of excess fats, and the heart cannot able to receive the required amounts of nutrients, then that results in problems related or diseases related to heart. So that one is cardiovascular problems. Is it clear to you? So that's why obesity is treated as a big health hazard. Is it clear to you, children? So now till now we completed the malnutritional diseases. So now let us take some fill in the blanks. You please complete that one. Now take down this objectives, children. The slippery lump which is formed after the mastication in the mouth is bolus. Then there are 3 pairs of salivary glands in our mouth. So the names of salivary glands. So what are the 3 different salivary glands present? Means that is submandibular, second pair is sublingual, and third pair is located at the sides of ear, which we call it as a parotid glands. So submandibular glands are present. Uh, Submandibular glands are present at the side of the jaw, and second pair is present below the tongue, that is sublingual, and the parotid glands are present very much close to the ear. Next, enzyme present in saliva. Enzyme present in saliva is amylase. It is also called as a salivary amylase. Then the acid present in gastric juice. Gastric juice is HCl. Is a HCl. Next, the circular muscles present at the end of the stomach. Or sphincter muscles. Sphincter muscles. Children, have you taken? Anti-clockwise movements of peristalsis results in vomiting. That results in a vomiting. Dash is caused because of protein deficiency. Which disease? Just now you learned, that is a kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is the disease, malnutritional disease, which is caused because of a protein deficiency. Marasmus is due to deficiency of both proteins and calories. So, if proteins and calories are absent in our diet, then that results in a disease called marasmus. present on the walls of small intestine. Are called, what do you call them? You know it very well. The answer is villi. Next one. The largest gland of our body is liver. Is it clear to you? So obesity occurs due to the excess intake of junk foods. Then DASH is a general term used when there is a difficulty in digesting food. So that is a indigestion. Okay children, read all the objectives whatever we have discussed in the class today, and tomorrow we will continue our revision. Thank you.